Hey guys, welcome back to the Very Really Good Podcast. This is episode 2. We did it. We made it. There's so many people who said that I wasn't gonna do it or make it here, but haters, I'm out here. All right, you could suck on this. But yeah, thanks for coming back, or thanks for listening to the first one if this is the first one you listened to. Yeah, also, quick, before we jump into this content, I want to give a quick thank you to everyone who listened to the first podcast and reviewed it and rated it 5 stars. You guys are super awesome. That's like super cool. Super. Say super one more time. Yeah, it was really fucking cool for you guys to do that. And with your help, we charted on the comedy charts. We were on the comedy charts. Global comedy charts for podcasts, which is really, really cool. I genuinely did not expect that at all. So thank you very much. And yeah, we were like, when I checked, it was like number 60, and I was like, whoa, that's sick. And then I checked again, I was at like 95, and I was like, whoa, that's sick, but not as sick, but still pretty sick. And then I checked again, and it was at 22, and I was like, that's the sickest of the 3. So it was cool. Thank you very much. If you want to leave a review, once you're done listening to this one, it'd be very greatly appreciated. Smash that fucking like button, is basically what I'm saying. But yeah, let's get into the flippin' content. How was your guys' day? I don't know. Can't tell. I can't hear you guys, but I hope it was good. I had to work today. TGIF though. It's the freaking cheers to the freaking weekend. People upstairs are fucking, I swear to God, they're tap dancers, and they walk around in their tap shoes every day. I don't know if you can hear that, but I really hope you can't hear that because it's so fucking loud. Anyways, whatever. Good luck in your recital. Hope you heard that, tap dancers. I want to complain about, no, fuck that. I'm not going to be that. I was going to complain about the new MacBook Pro, how they don't have any like SD card slots or USB slots, which is stupid, but that's not funny or entertaining. It's just like a fact. Not many people are on board for that. So I'm going to get into, okay, on the last podcast, I mentioned that I was going to go through my old Tumblr account and read some things from there. So I found my old Tumblr account, and I'm just gonna, I screenshotted, is it screenshot? Screenshotted, screen sheet. I screen capped some posts from my old Tumblr. A lot of them are like pictures. This is what my Tumblr was. I didn't like, I reblogged pictures of like Digimon, Zelda, and Lights, the singer Lights, because I had like a huge crush on her. I was like obsessed with Lights. So that was like my whole Tumblr. So I just go through so much of that bullshit, and but I did find some quality fucking posts on my blog, my Tumblr blog. So hopefully these are entertaining. So I'm gonna go through. I'm going to read some of these, and hopefully this is just like roasting myself because they're all so shitty. Like, I was the most cringy fucking teenager in the world. Like, I thought I was so cool and like different and quirky, but I was such a fucking loser. All right, let's jump into it. So this is the first like text post that I saw. It says, "I'm sorry, but I think stretching your ears looks so unbelievably stupid. Hashtag, this is my honest opinion." And like, I don't know why I felt so angered by the fact of I don't know why I felt so angered by people doing what they wanted with their ears that I had to make a post on Tumblr. And I thought it was so edgy, like apologizing first. Like, "I'm sorry. Listen, everybody, I'm sorry. But you know what? This is my honest opinion. I don't care. I think stretching your ears is bad. I'm sorry." I feel like if someone puts "I'm sorry" before something, it means they're not sorry. Like, because you wouldn't say it. If you were sorry, then you just wouldn't say it because it's probably a mean thing. Like, "I'm sorry, but you got a stupid fucking face and you're a piece of shit and you should probably cut your face off because I don't want to see it anymore, idiot. And then you punch him in the stomach. You're just like, it. Just don't say it. Don't post things past Curtis. Past, yeah. All right, next one. God, this is so fucking cringy. It was a text post. And it says, I like playing Zelda, watching movies from my childhood, and eating animal crackers. And then there's a GIF of a K-pop member winking, because I was in my brief K-pop phase in 2010. And then I'll get back to that. But then it says after that, it says, why don't I have friends as cool as me? I think I was supposed to be like cheeky and be like, I'm not cool, but I'm cool because I'm not cool, you know? And yes, I did have a K-pop phase in grade 10 before all you other people are hopping on it now. I was on the wave before y'all. I only really like one K-pop band, but yeah, that was just a little fun fact. I was cooler than everybody because I listened to K-pop before everyone. What the fuck is that noise? You hear that? Okay, so this next one, oh fuck, I really don't want to read. Okay, whatever, I want to read it because this one's like pretty long, but it's just like, I thought I was really good at writing like opinion pieces, but they're not entertaining or funny or like riveting. It's just like it's like a fucking 15-year-old complaining about shit, thinking he's the coolest person ever. But here we go. This one it starts off. I'm ranting to distract me from the fact that it is 2:30 and I am not tired at all. What am I going to rant about? I don't know. I could just rant about how much I hate people. Okay, yeah, sure. Let's go ahead and do that. First off, if you are a male who is reading this and you have ever taken a picture of yourself in a bathroom mirror with your shirt pulled up to reveal your abdominal muscles, you should just unfollow me. I would really like to see what goes on in some people's minds sometimes. What compels them to do the silly, douchey things they do? Not to sound conceited or anything, but I consider myself a cool cat. I'm a hip fella who is down with it and such. I am not the coolest person in the world, I know that. But 97% of the people in Hamilton think they are the actual coolest people in the world. I'm from a city called Hamilton in Ontario. The worst thing is when these people start making fun of me and my friends. Oh my gosh. They call us skaters like it is a bad thing. Ew. I don't even like that label to be put on me. But in all honesty and truth, being called a skater is light years better than being a spiky-haired douche with shiny clothes and no brain. You fucking tell him, Kurt. Sorry if I offended anybody with this, but it is my opinion and I am spooning the hell out of it. I don't know what that means. Hashtag douches, hashtag cool, hashtag I'm tired, hashtag bored, hashtag swag. Fuck, man. I'm like, I kind of want to stab myself in the heart with the biggest knife on the planet. After reading that shit, I don't know why I thought I was such an edgy guy, you know? It's being like, oh, you douchebags are bad and I'm cool is basically what I said. That's all I had to put on that text post. But I felt compelled to write all of that shit. I don't know. I was so fucking weird. I don't know why I had a Tumblr. I feel like I just should have just sat in my room and be quiet. I should have just, I don't know, read a book. Or honestly, I should have just... My time would have been better spent if I was just in my room, sitting sitting in a chair. That's weird. Why do we say sit? All right, never mind. Sitting in the middle of my room, just not doing anything, just staring at a wall. That's probably a better time spent. Back to this chair thing. Is it sitting in a chair? That's so weird. You're not in it. You're on it. Sitting on a chair. Sitting in a chair. You can't be sitting in it because unless it's like a beanbag, because those kind of consume you. And then you're kind of in it. You're a one with the beanbag. But if it's like a wheel, never mind. If it's like just a regular chair, like a computer chair, you're not in it. You're on it. What's up with that? What's the deal? What's the deal with sitting in chairs? You're not in the chair. You're on it. Jerry Seinfeld, everybody. What else do I got? Okay, this next one was great. Sleep is such a waste of valuable time that could be spent living. Like, I don't know what kind of fake deep bullshit I was on, being like, oh, bro, like, I could be like, don't sleep, yo, go out there and live. Text your friends at 3, like, go on an adventure with your friends. Go on a journey, you know? Go on a journey with your fucking lads, you know? Because it's high school. It's the best time of your life, dude. God, I hate myself. Here's another one. It would be sick if people actually understood my humor. Facts, my guy. Jesus. Oh, okay, this is the last one I'm going to read, okay? This is the best one, though. If you didn't hate me before these posts, you're going to hate me after this one. Okay. So this was recapping my weekend because I had like 100 followers at the time. And I was like, everyone needs to know. So here it goes. My long weekend was sick. I went to a party on Friday. That was sick. Met a bunch of people. Aside from a laptop, an iPod, and an iPod dock being stolen, and a dude punching a hole through a wall, it was a blast. Doesn't seem like a blast, Curtis. My fridge is making noise again. Okay, back to it. I skated all day Saturday. I got burnt like crazy, but it was super duper fun. We then went to our friend's house and played Skate 2 and watched Stay Gold, which was a skate video. Then we went to another party at this girl's house who I haven't seen since 5th grade. It was super awkward because I haven't seen all those people since I was like 11 years old, but I still had an awesome time. The cops showed up, so me and my bud had to run away and hide in a backyard for a little bit, but that was only a minor setback. We chilled until like 3 in the morning, then headed back home. Then on Sunday, we went to McDonald's for breakfast, picked up 2 of our homies, skated for a little bit, dropped off one of the homies, and met up with some girls at Mac's. If you're listening and you don't know what Mac's is a convenience store that, you know, we would usually meet at because that's a cool thing to do. Then we hung out at my friend's house and played Mario Kart for a bit. Then we went and sat in my car and decided to go and try to purchase some fireworks. I am not 18, but apparently I look like I am because he sold a dickload of fireworks to us without a hassle. And dickload is in all capitals, let me tell you. We then bought some eggs and then went to the schoolyard. Schoolyard? What the fuck? Okay, we shot Roman candles around while screaming, "For Narnia!" And we were having a gay old time. What the fuck? Cool, dude. Then we ran into a bunch of our other homies, and then we started doing some drive-by eggings to some gerbs. Gerbs means like kids, like younger kids. It was a great, great night. And also, that's super mean. I don't know why I thought that was okay to do. Okay, this is the ending thing. Throughout the endless McDonald's we consumed, the countless hours spent on video games and skating, the dough spent on eggs and fireworks, and the number of times we had to run away from the cops, it was one of the best weekends I have had in a long time. Stoked to be back home and on Tumblr again, though. $$ for the embarrassed face emoji. I remember that weekend that all of that is true, but it's not. I tried to make it as cool as I could for Tumblr. I had to flex for the Tumblr followers, you know? People got to do that more. 2018 is the year. Flexing on Instagram is so 2017. We're flexing on Tumblr this year. I don't know. It's like so strange to think back on what type of human being I was when I was 15 and 16. It's so strange. I don't know. I know probably some of you who are listening are 15 and 16 right now, which is cool. That's fine. Be 15 and 16. You don't have a choice. You can't just go from 14 to 17. It doesn't happen. As weird as that would be, that'd be a great movie. 14 going on 17. like 13 going on 30. It's just minor differences. What? What? I don't know how to drive. I gotta drive. I gotta learn how to drive now. That's crazy. What? I gotta take grade 11 bio. I don't know how to do that. That'd be a sick movie. 14 going on 17. I'm gonna write that. But I feel like people who are like 14 and 15 now, like when they get to age 23, and start a podcast, because inevitably that's what happens. When they get to my age, I don't think they're going to be as like cringe. I don't think what am I saying? They're not going to cringe as much when they look back on their internet history. You know? Because I feel like kids are just fucking cooler now. Like, teenagers are just cooler. Like, teenagers, when I was a teen, I don't know. Like, we didn't understand what was fucking cool. Like, it was just like, everyone now is just like, they listen to sick, like, music, and like, they dress cool, and I don't know, they just don't give a heck. And like, when I was a teenager, I cared about everything all the time. And I listened to shitty music and dressed like a tool. So, like, I don't know. Times are changing. People are getting cooler. Teens are getting cooler. That might be the name for the podcast episode. I don't know. Maybe. But it'll be interesting. Maybe that is just a timeless thing. Maybe no matter what, no matter how cool you were when you were 14 or 15, when you're 23, you look back and you're like, oh, I was so not cool. Maybe that's just an inevitable thing. An inevitable thing. That's a tongue twister. Who knows? What do I know? Guys, if any 14 or 15-year-olds are listening, make a podcast when you're 23 and react to your old internet posts and send it to me. You'll be 5, 6, 8. So I'll be 31. Ew. I'm going to be 31 one day. That's so weird. At some point in my life, well, hopefully, fingers crossed, fingers crossed, at some point in my life, someone's going to be like, happy 31st birthday, Curtis. And I'm going to be like, thanks. That's super fucking weird. I don't ever want that to happen. I mean, I do. I don't want to die, but like, if everyone could just ignore me on my 30th birthdays. I don't know. That's so weird. Getting old's weird. Let's talk about something else before I start having a crisis. No, let's stay on it. Fuck it. The internet. Okay, the internet has made me feel so much older than I am. Cause 23, I'm not old. I'm not an old guy. But all these like musers and rappers. There's a rapper that I listened to today. He's like 17, a really good rapper. And there's like some musers who are 2 years old and they're still lip syncing somehow. They can't even speak English. They're lip syncing before they can talk. And they're everywhere. They're all you see on the internet. So I feel like I'm old as shit, but I'm 23. It's so strange. So like when I say that and like I'm at work or something, I'm like, I feel so old. I feel old. And everyone's like, shut the fuck up, dude. You're an idiot. That's just me basing my age off childhood Musical.ly stars, and I shouldn't be doing that. I shouldn't be basing anything off of those people. What else did I want to talk about? Oh my gosh! Wow. Okay, I remember this the other day. I feel like I forgot that this happened. I feel like I was repressing it. I think it's repressing. I don't know. But yeah, this happened in 2015. I'm gonna talk about the online beef that I had, which is very strange. I see a lot of beef happening all the time on the internet, and I'm never one to engage in one because I'm just like scared of confrontation all the time. But yeah. This happened not voluntarily. It happened off of some goofy shit. All right, take it back. Story time with Curtis. 2015. Vine was still pretty big, and there was a certain Twitter follower I had who was just like DMing me all the time and was pretty. I don't know. They fancied me. I think. I don't know. They liked me quite a bit. And they would DM me stuff all the time and tweet me all the time and all this stuff. And I thought they were just like a passionate person. And I was like, that's cool. Do you, fam? And then I started dating Jenna. And then they stopped DMing me and tweeting me, and they were just like kind of being weird. And I was like, okay, cool, see ya, dude. And then fast forward a few months, and I had this guy. I'm not gonna name names because the beef has been squashed. Kind of, not really, but whatever. I'm not gonna say names, but it was like this person tweeted at me and was like, I tweeted a joke or something. Wait, no, how did it happen? See, this is how old it is. I can't remember. Okay, it started on Twitter. And I made like a joke. No, I didn't tweet. They started it. There's a person I followed on Twitter. They were a Viner, and they tweeted some shit about how unfunny and stupid and weird I was. And I was like, okay, cool. And then I just ignored it that time because I was like, I'm not going to feed into this stuff. It's just hate for no reason. And then they just kept tweeting stuff about me. And then I was like, just like saying how unfunny I was and how they'd rather like die than watch any of a 4-minute video of my stand-up comedy. And I was like, oh, Jesus. And then I finally responded to a tweet, and I was like, hey, what's the fuck is up? What's up? What did I do to you? Can you like stop being mean or whatever? And then they were like, oh, they call me a pedophile or something. Like, I don't talk to pedophiles or something. And I was like, whoa, that's weird. That's a crazy joke you're saying. I don't know if I get your humor or not. I don't know if it's a joke or like you're just calling me a pedophile for the shits or whatever. And then I was like, okay, whatever. And then people kept calling, like the next few days, people kept tweeting me, like random people are tweeting me, calling me like a pedophile and like a creep and like all the words under the sun. And then someone did some digging. Someone did some sleuth work, some detective work, and found out that the person who followed me from earlier in the story, they like got super pissed at me once I got a girlfriend because I guess they liked me a lot, and then started this rumor that after the One Direction concert I went to, I like hooked up with these two 15-year-old girls. And they DM'd that to the person who tweeted me, that other Viner. And so that happened, and it just like got spread like the wildest fire you've ever seen. Well, not really. Like, it wasn't like trending or whatever, but it was just like people just kept tweeting me for a fucking thing that never happened. And yeah, and then they posted this Vine of me. And then, like, all of our mutual friends commented and being like, what the fuck are you doing, man? Like, this isn't funny. Just, like, you're being stupid. Like, Curtis is our friend. Stop being mean to him, like, for no reason. And then it just kept happening. And then I finally, like, blocked him or whatever, and then blocked everyone who... And it still came up. Like, last year I got a tweet about it, and I was like, fuck off. And then the tea... I'm going to spill the tea. Not really. I'm just going to say what happened. I was at an award show and like an after party thing, and all the Viners were there, and we were all having a great time. And then the person was walking towards me, and then they were like, hey, sorry about all the things that I tweeted and said about you. We're noticing now that we all have the same friends, and everyone's saying how nice you are and stuff, and I'm really sorry. And I was like, cool, sweet. And then I was like, fuck you. I'm just kidding. I was like, it's okay, man. It's whatever. It's all good. And I think I was like, I'm kind of mad because like I was like drunk, and I was like, it's okay, dude. Just hug it out. And I gave him a hug, and I was like, no, dude, don't do that. He fucking like made your life really hard for a bit. But I was like, drunk me is just like, it's fine, dude. Like, let's just all be happy. Like, I don't know. And it's just like internet, it was the dumbest shit in the world because internet beef. Internet, like, people just tweeting shit at each other is so insanely stupid. And a part of me is, like, it's... When you see, like, rap beef, like... When you see, like, beef between, like, two rappers, it's, like, cool. Because you're like, oh, shit. They're, like... they're like rapping, they're making songs about each other. They're like, whoa, damn, like you guys don't like each other, and that's cool. But like when two like Viners or Twitter users do it, it's like, oh God, what are you guys doing? It's like, fuck you, I don't like your videos. Well, I don't like your videos. Well, what are we gonna do about it? I don't know, probably block each other. See ya, dude, and that's it. Unless you're like calling someone out for like being shitty, which is fine, because like, I don't know, people suck. Okay, but like is internet beef the new rap beef, you know? Because internet stars were making rap songs like Jake Paul and Logan Paul, pretty much. They fucking made rap songs because they were in a beef. So maybe internet beef is the new rap beef, which is sad. So sad. It's 2018 anyway. We shouldn't be eating beef. We got to sustain this planet, you know? Stupid. What else did I want to talk about today? Do you guys know? Probably not. I wanted to talk about my my first job that I had, real jobs. Because I think it's fun to look back on that, even though they were the shittiest things in the world when I was doing them. But looking back now, it's like, that wasn't that bad. Those were the days, you know? The good old days. Yeah, my very, very, very first job was, I was a caddy at the Hamilton Golf and Country Club. If you don't know what a caddy is, it's basically a golfer's bitch. They carry the clubs. They walk with them. They advise them on what they should do, perhaps, but I didn't because I was a kid. It was basically child labor for rich white guys. So yeah, that was fun. I would get to the golf course at 5 in the morning, and you'd sign up and you'd wait for a golfer to request a caddy, and then if you were next in line, they'd pick you, and you'd be like, fuck yeah, I'm gonna make $20 today for 4 hours of work, or hard work too. But here was the sickest thing that happened. So like when you started off, you were a C caddy, and then you got promoted to a B caddy, and then an A caddy. And then I was a C caddy for fucking so long, and then there was this one kid. He was a C. Like everyone, oh fuck. I didn't like talking to other, like, I wasn't outgoing when I was a kid. Like I didn't just like make friends. I didn't talk to like anybody when I was a caddy. So like partly because all of them made fun of me one day because I had to wear I didn't have like a dress sweater, like a nice sweater to wear, and it was cold that day, so I wore one of my mom's, and they were like, "You're wearing your fucking mom's sweater?" And I was like, "Fuck, man, yes I am. God damn it!" And they all laughed at me. So yeah, I didn't want to fucking be friends with them anyway. But like, all the other kids were so loud and shit, and they're like being like, "Oh fucking dude, I have a penis, dude. Do you have one? I have a wiener. We all have wieners, dude. Let's fucking punch each other in the butt. Let's do it." Dude, did you see the South Park last night? I didn't. Don't fucking tell me anything about it, dude. Fuck you, dude. No. Don't tell me about South Park. Don't tell me about South. That was their whole conversation. So what was I saying? Yeah, this one kid would be like, he would talk to like the boss, like the caddy manager. He'd be like, the one kid would be like, "When am I gonna be a B caddy? When are you gonna promote me? When are you gonna promote me?" And I was like sitting there on my Motorola Razr or whatever. No, it wasn't. It was an LG Shine. I was there on my LG Shine, just texting. My mom would be like, "Hey, can you come pick me up? I just caddied for 5 hours." And then she was like, "Yeah." And then those two were going back at it. He's like, "No, not yet." And then the kid was like, "This story is not interesting at all, but it's sick. Wait for it." And then we were both C caddies. Like the kid was like, "When am I going to be a C caddy?" And then the kid was like, "When am I going to be a C caddy?" And the manager was like, "Well, you got to stop. All you do is ask. You got to stop asking, man." And then he looked over at me and he's like, Curtis is working really hard. He has never asked once." And I was like, "Whoa, what's going on?" And then And then he was like silent for a second. He's like, Curtis, you're a bee caddy. And I was like, oh, fuck, that's lit. And it was super hype. And like, no one really made noise because like nobody talked to me, and they kind of like just made fun of me because I wore my mom's sweater that one time. But it was sick. I like rubbed it in, like I was like, yeah, fuck you guys. And then I got into my mom's SUV, and I was like, Mom, I'm a bee caddy. Let's go to fucking Wendy's. That was pretty rad. I totally forgot that happened until right now. I'm like proud of myself and shit. I'm gonna start crying. Fuck. Good job, Kurt. I did that for 2 summers. Hated it so much. Then I got my second job. My second job was at McDonald's. Ever heard of it? Ever heard of that place? Yeah, as soon as I started working there, I got insanely bad acne. I was like, at the time, I was like, well, it's just being a teen. That's what happens. But I'm 100% sure it's because of all the airborne grease and dirt and everything of that. It's just like a grimy, sticky, slippery, just hot, just dirty, muddy. Everything was just like caked in shit and burger grease. Like, yeah, it sucked. It sucked so much. And I like started working in the kitchen, and y'all, I could go off on McDonald's right now. I don't want to get sued, but like I don't eat from there anymore because like other than fries like they're gross, but they're not as gross as like the meat and shit. Like just like the most frozen things in the world. You could literally, like, if you had if you were holding one of their burgers just like in your hand and you like hit someone with it, you'd fucking like knock them out. Like you'd do damage because they're just like bricks. And then they sit and then all the burgers and stuff, they sit in these like trays, in this like heater for so long. You're supposed to change it like every 10 minutes or whatever. But at the one I worked at, people were just like, no, it's fine, just leave it. So like it'd be there for like 2 hours sometimes, and people like still be ordering it and shit. And like, oh, it's so ew. I'm like having more flashbacks just thinking about it. Oh my god, I have to tell this story. Oh my fucking god, I forgot about this. Holy shit, this was insane. Okay, I like any chance I get to tell the story, I do it. I'm not gonna say any names, but oh my fucking god, this is insane. So like this was like my 3rd week there, and I was booked for an overnight shift, and I was alone in the kitchen. I barely knew how to do anything, but they didn't have anyone else to work the shift, so I did an overnight shift. And it was like the weirdest people in the world that worked at the overnight shift. It's like people who like they're the type of people who like owned swords. Like they like bought swords at the mall. Like those are the kind of people. They like had they like only ate like uncooked oatmeal and had sword collections at their house. Like those are the type of people. Like people's name, like their name is Zachary, and like they don't go by Zach. Just weirdos. And okay, backstory. It was me, person at the drive-thru, and I think that's it. And I was making a McChicken that was just ordered, and before I like put it, before I made it everything, and then before I closed it, the person who was on the drive-thru came over. The girl who came over was like, "Give me that thing," and I was like, "Okay, what the hell?" And then she was like, that girl in the drive-thru is being such a huge bitch right now. And she grabbed the McChicken, and I will never, oh my god. She grabbed the McChicken, put it down her pants, and like rubbed it like on her like crotch. And I was like, oh my god. And this is my like first time ever like working with this person. I was like, I can't fucking believe what I just saw. And like I didn't say anything because I was like so like, I was so 13. Like I think I was 14, but I was so 14. I didn't know what to say. I was shocked. And like it happened so fast, and she put it in the box and the box. Get it? Yeah, but she put the McChicken in the box and gave it to her. And I will never forget that. I remember like for the next 5 hours I was like, there's no fucking way that just happened. which it's totally not cool to do that. I cannot. Holy shit. Hopefully I don't get in any trouble. Oh my gosh. So that was my time at McDonald's. Another time, this was another crazy thing that happened. God, I was such a bad employee. They got these guns, not real guns. Holy shit. They got, for like the Happy Meal, they had like these guns, like these Nerf guns that shot little like plastic darts. And we were in the kitchen like shooting them at each other, just goofing off, having a good time. And then one of the other guys I saw, they shot the gun, the Nerf gun, the dart, and it fell into the deep fryer. And they were like, holy shit. And then they tried fishing it out, but obviously it's fucking piping hot grease. So it melted, the plastic melted. And they didn't want to get in trouble because they were using the guns, like the toys at work, and you're not supposed to. So they just like didn't tell anybody. So they basically cooked food in oil with melted plastic in it, which I don't think is that good for you. But that happened. That's a great time. And then I wasn't going to like snitch on them or anything, but I was like, holy shit. I think they cleaned it that night. I'm pretty sure they cleaned the oil that night because they did. But like, wow. Super shitty. Hopefully nobody got sick or anything. Yeah. So moral of the story, don't eat at McDonald's. Only do that if you really, really have to. Or else you might get some crotch McChicken or some plastic nuggets. Yeah, wow. And then I got a job at Starbucks and it was like, meh, it was all right. But I will talk about my other job. I had one job that is the weirdest thing I've ever done. I was a process server. I don't know if you don't know what a process server is. It's someone who basically ruins people's days. Like if you've seen Pineapple Express, it is what Seth Rogen does in the beginning of the movie. Like that's his job. That's Seth Rogen's character's job. You go somewhere. Say you have like a divorce papers, and then someone wants to divorce their husband, and they get someone to give them the divorce papers because you don't want to do that yourself. Sometimes it's awkward. So they hire these people. It could be like court documents, anything like that. And these people will be like, say these I had like divorce documents, and I deliver them to Joe Bill. I would go to Joe Bill's house, knock on their door, and be like, "Hey, are you Joe Bill?" And they'd be like, "Yeah, what's up?" And I'd be like, "Hey, that's for you." And then I'd leave. And sometimes they'd open. This one time, this happened. I served someone divorce papers, and they were so happy when I talked to them. I'm like, "Hey, are you so and so?" And they're like, "Yeah." And then I handed them the divorce papers, and they're like, "Oh, what's this?" And I'm like, "That's just a shipment or something. Bye." And then I was walking away, and they opened it while I was walking away, and they were like, "Are you fucking kidding me? Are you fucking serious?" And they like started like walking towards me, like it was like half running, half walking, and I was like, "Oh my fucking god, I'm gonna die." And then I got in my car and drove away, and that was insane. And I got paid to do that, which is really, really strange. Like it was the hardest job I've ever done. It was like so much work, so much driving and paperwork, and like I barely like made any money, and it was just like you got paid to like ruin people's days pretty much. And if anyone's ever like, "Hey, do you want to be a process server even for like a day?" Just be like, "Fuck you," immediately. Just say "fuck you" and punch him in the gut, and just like get a job, I don't know, somewhere else, because that was just such a weird, strange time. Like anytime that was like happening when Vine was kind of taking off for me. So like anytime you saw a Vine of me in a car, that was when I was in between serving people court documents, which is super weird. I don't think I've ever really told anyone that before. Oh wow, I don't think I ever told anyone that before. Like that shit that people say when they want to make you feel like you're special to them. Wow, I've never told anyone that before. I guess you're like super special. I've just never said that because it's just pretty fucking weird. But yeah, that's what I did. And jobs are shitty. Jobs are pretty much shitty most of the time. You can get lucky, but a lot of the time jobs are jobs, you know? I mean, my job's pretty okay now. I like it. But most of the time, the ones before that was pretty shitty. Starbucks is Starbucks. You make drinks for people who are mean to you. And that's it. I feel like I wanted to talk about something else. Oh, I remember. Okay, I keep seeing the word. This is so stupid. I keep seeing this word slang term being thrown around. I keep seeing the word normie everywhere. Like, you're a normie. That person's normie Twitter or local Twitter or whatever. Like local people. And I was like, what the fuck? What is that? And then like. I was like, that's kind of mean to like do that, but now I'm like, the more that I think about it and like see those tweets, I'm like, yo, look, facts, my guy. Like, there's so many people that like I went to high school with and stuff that I see, that I'll be like, I'll just like remember them or whatever because like we were friends at one point. I'm like, yeah, it'd be cool to see them again. It'd be cool to like go for a beer or something, or like run into them and be like, let's catch up or something. And then I actually think about like what that'd be like, and that would be, I want to die. I think that would suck. I think that'd be the worst thing in the world. I think that would fucking suck. Just being like, hey, hey Greg, I'd never met a Greg, but like, hey Greg, what's new with you, man? I haven't seen you since high school. Wow, you look older. And then they'd be like, yeah, I've just been marrying girls and buying cars and houses. And, you know, I have a job that I do every day. And then I come home. Yeah, that's it. How about you? Oh, you know, same. Same here, Greg. You and me, Greg. We're two peas in a pod, you know? Same thing since always. You know what? We haven't changed since high school. You know, always marrying girls and buying houses. That's us. Me and Greg, the guys, just the guys. You know. All right. Great seeing you. Hey, do you mind paying for this? Thanks. Because I have rent coming up soon, and can't really afford this. All right. Podcasting and YouTube isn't really paying the bills that much for me. So, you know, Adpocalypse, right? You've heard of Adpocalypse? And then Greg's like, check, please. Yeah. I just think it's very funny to think about. Or like, maybe we're the fucking idiots, you know? We're talking shit on normies, but they're just completely content with having a job, marrying someone, and then having kids and growing old. They're cool with that. And maybe playing golf, you know? Maybe they'll go through like one midlife crisis where they get a motorcycle and, I don't know, start a band, or I don't know. I think like that's fine. Anyone who doesn't consider themselves like a normie person, I think they're just in a constant midlife crisis. They're just always fucking stressing and being like, my life is going nowhere. I gotta do this shit. I don't know. Fuck. I think we're all just in midlife crises. Maybe that's it. That's your hot tip for the day. That's my hot take. Curtis's hot take. This was, okay, maybe I think I'm going to wrap it up. I think I talked about some good stuff. I confessed to things that I probably shouldn't have confessed of, i.e. McDonald's crimes. But hey, this is totally just fiction. Wink. But yeah, thank you so much, everybody, for listening to the podcast. It honestly means the world. It's really, really cool that you guys are actually listening and enjoying this, and the feedback has been overall really good, so I'm very, very happy. And you know what, just tweet me what you want to, like, I want to start getting guests on here maybe. I was thinking about filming these and putting them on YouTube on like a second channel or something. So tweet me at Curtis Connor what you think if those are good ideas, and tweet me some other good ideas or some recommendations of people you want me to get on the pod. I'm pretty limited because I'm only in Toronto and I don't want to do like over the phone shit because that's weird. But make sure to leave a review for this podcast if you did enjoy it. And I will talk to you next week. This has been episode 2 of the Very Really Good podcast, brought to you by McDonald's. Thanks, Mickey D's. All right. Thanks, guys. See ya.